everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. A few things I want to talk about in this video. First, I want to highlight the singer, actress, and entertainer Coco Jones. Now, Coco Jones has a song out called Caliber, and I did talk about this song in one of my videos. When I first heard the song, I thought it was a cute little R&B bop. It kind of reminded me of something that Summer Walker or Ariana Grande would sing, and it had a little bit of SZA influence in there as well. But I have a new appreciation for the song, and it's all thanks to Coco's performance on the Terrell show. Shout out to Terrell for giving a platform to real singers. But when I heard Coco's live performance on the Terrell show, it actually made me fall in love with the song Caliber. Coco Jones is an amazing singer, an amazing performer, and her live version sounds way better than the studio. But I'm completely sold on the song because of this performance. Also, Coco teased a new song. I don't know what it's called yet, but she did do a performance on MTV Live, and she performed this ballad, and I like the sound of it. I like the fact that she's actually singing. You know, for some reason, you don't really hear a lot of powerhouse R&B singers in music today. It's just not the trend, but I think it's refreshing to hear singers like Coco get some shine because we need some diversity in R&B. But yeah, I'm rooting for Coco all the way. I hope she has much more success, especially with her music career, because I think she has what it takes to really be one of the standout music acts in the industry, and her moment is long overdue. Coco has been working hard and trying to get her just due for years. Disney failed Coco in a lot of ways, and I actually talked about it on the Sad Stories of Black Disney Girls. If you want to, please check it out because it's a great video. But yeah, Coco went through a lot, and now is her time to shine. This is her moment, and she is the moment. So I'm here for Coco. Y'all check out her new song Caliber and support her. Now moving on, I want to talk about Doja Cat canceling her tour with The Weeknd at the last minute. Doja said she had to remove one of her tonsils, so she had to pull out. I don't think this is the only reason Doja pulled out, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But first, let me read what Doja said. Now, Doja tweeted about ruining her tonsils due to her bad oral care. She said, "Nah, my tonsils got affected before the BBMAs, and I was taking antibiotics, but I forgot that I was taking them, and I drank wine and was vaping all day long, and then I started getting a nasty growth on my tonsil, so they had to do surgery on it today. I'm quitting the vape for a while, and hopefully I don't crave it anymore after that. Now I'm too scared to hit it. My throat hurts so bad. I cried for hours. It's not worth it." And she also posted this message about canceling her tour dates. She said, "Hey guys, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Unfortunately, I have to have surgery on my tonsils ASAP. The surgery is routine, but the recovery is going to take a while due to swelling. That means I had to cancel my festival run this summer as well as the Weeknd tour. I feel horrible about this, but can't wait for this to heal and get back to making music and create an experience for y'all." So that's what Doja had to say, but I'm going to be completely honest. I don't believe Doja is canceling her tour dates because of her tonsil removal surgery. Recovery time for a tonsillectomy is usually at least 10 days to 2 weeks. So the recovery time is not that long, and Doja's concert with The Weeknd actually starts on July 14th. So Doja had enough time to recover, but I think she canceled the tour dates for other reasons. I do think Doja is taking it easy because she wants to preserve her voice, because she does perform for a living. So she wants to make sure her throat is fully healed, and I get that. But also, I think Doja is relieved to get out of these tour dates because she's been complaining about how overworked she is. And I think this was her perfect exit strategy to take a break for the whole summer. This is exactly what she wanted, and I'm glad she's taking a break. This would be the perfect time for her to rest and work on some new material, and also she could tour later on down the line. And I think a lot of Doja's fans would prefer to see her headline her own tour than be an opener for another artist. So I do think this works out. Also, I think Doja canceled this tour with The Weeknd because the tickets aren't selling well at all. Now, The Weeknd thought it would be a good idea to launch a stadium tour and have Doja Cat open for him, but I think this was very overly ambitious of him because he's not a stadium tour artist. And this is not to shade the Weeknd. This is not to deny his star power, because he could headline a festival, he could do big shows, but he's just not a stadium artist. There are very few artists out right now who can really sell out a stadium. Beyonce can sell out a stadium. Taylor Swift can sell out a stadium. Even BTS can sell out a stadium. The Weeknd, however, is not at that level yet. He's just not. It doesn't matter how many streams he gets. It doesn't matter how much the industry tries to push him as the next Michael Jackson. He's not selling out a stadium like a Michael Jackson. He's just not doing it. And Doja Cat can't help him either. I think Doja Cat has seen the numbers and she's backing out ahead of time because she doesn't want her name linked to this. Look at these unsold seats. Half of the stadium is empty. The only venue I think the Weeknd did well in is the venue in his hometown, Toronto. But everywhere else he's struggling. And also he had to cancel some dates overseas. So this tour was not a good idea, and Doja Cat wants no parts of it, and I believe this is the real reason she dropped out of that tour. Now, moving on, I want to talk about this recent interview that Sean Paul did with Daily Beast. He actually spilled some tea about his collaboration with Beyonce. And some of the stuff he revealed was a little messy. Now, you all know Sean Paul was featured on Beyonce's classic hit song, Baby Boy. Baby Boy was one of the biggest songs off of Beyonce's Dangerously in Love album, and it also went to #1 on the charts. However, there were a lot of things that went wrong after this collaboration. For one, Sean Paul did not get a chance to perform the song with Beyonce a lot. Sean Paul insinuated that it might have been Beyonce's management team who sabotaged him, and she also revealed that Beyonce confronted him over some dating rumors. Apparently, Beyonce was really furious at the fact that there were some rumors going around that she and Sean Paul were dating. And why would she be mad? Well, she was mad because she was dating Jay-Z at the time, and that might have been putting her relationship in jeopardy. Now, in Sean Paul's interview with Daily Beast, the interviewer brought up the dating rumors, saying it also made you the subject of a very big internet rumor that you and Beyonce were seeing each other. Sean Paul responded and said, "We had to have a speak about it." Really? Yeah. So we only performed the song 3 times together ever. That's not a lot. Sean Paul said exactly. It was huge. It was 9 weeks at #1 all over MTV and BET, magazines, everywhere. I had some people who were working with me for years and they were like, "Boss, I'm now a fan of yours." And I was like, "Now?" But we had just 3 performances, and one was at Reggae Sumfest. At the time, we both were on the Rock the Mic tour. This was 2003. She wasn't on it every day, but she would come on certain dates and do the song Crazy in Love with Jay. One day we left to do the video and then played Sumfest. That was the first time. The second time was in LA, and a strange thing happened. And I think that's what started the rumors. Strange things started to happen at the performances, which was weird. We went to LA and I did my show, and then she was performing, and they told me to stick around because we'll do Baby Boy. We do it, and I run out there and the crowd goes wild, but after a while it seems like I lost their energy. And it's weird because I was going wild out there. Then the song finished. I came backstage and my own band was all pissed off. Like, "Man, that's effed up. You heard yourself? We couldn't hear you in the crowd. Your mic was off." I was like, "How the F did that happen?" The interviewer asked, "Do you think that was sabotage?" He responded and said, "I didn't think so then, but then when the thing happened in Scotland, that's when we had to talk because the rumors got really crazy. I landed in Scotland and it was this MTV event and there were paparazzi everywhere. We ended up doing the rehearsal and everything was good, and the performance was going to be where I come up from under the stage and then we both walked to the big center thing in the middle of the stadium, which was surrounded by fire. That all happens, and then when it reaches my part, you're on top, girl, and the track keeps going, baby boy, you stay, just repeating. I was like, what is going on here? She was pissed, and I was like, I need to talk to you. So we go to the back and talk, and she's like, what is all these rumors about? And I'm like, yo, I'm not saying nothing. And she's like, these rumors F with my career. I just want you to know that. And I was like, they don't F with mine. So listen, I met Jay before you and we was friends, and me and him should talk. If he feels a way about that, then we should talk, because it's not coming from me. And the interviewer asked, so do you think it was Jay effing with the audio? He said it couldn't be because he wasn't even there. But people started to say this stuff. And there was one more performance we were supposed to do at the VMAs, and she said to me, we're going to have rehearsal, so look out. The day before the VMAs happens, there's this press day where you speak to every radio station, and I'm hearing somebody rehearsing Baby Boy. So I'm like, what's going on? We went to the label and they were like, yo, they're not going to do the song with you. I'm sitting there in the crowd with my present wife, and Paris Hilton is sitting in front of me. Beyonce is coming down the stairs singing the song, and Paris Hilton turns to me and goes, why aren't you up there? It was embarrassing and weird. So the next day I was supposed to perform in Washington, D.C. and do the song with her for her father. I went there, did my show, and then waited around for a while, and I got pissed off. They were like, there are 3,000 influential people waiting out there for you to do it. And I was like, there were 50 million people watching the VMAs. I'm not doing it, and I left. That was the last time we did the show, and by that time I was saying publicly that there was nothing going on. It fell on me. Nobody was asking them about it, but you know what? It was a big, fat, sexy song. Now, Sean Paul did say in the interview that he did not shoot any scenes with Beyonce in her Baby Boy video. So he didn't get a chance to interact with her in the video, and he hardly got a chance to perform with her. When he did perform with her, it was a mess, and the interviewer was like, just a coincidence that you were cut out of a bunch of performances and separated during the music video shoot? He said, it's weird. Maybe it had something to do with her management at the time, which we found out later has been a tumultuous relationship for the both of them. So Sean Paul said something very interesting. He insinuated that a lot of the sabotage behind Baby Boy was due to Beyonce's management, and her manager at the time was her father, Matthew Knowles. But do I think Matthew is the only person to blame here? No, I don't think so at all. I do think Beyonce was kind of worried about her interaction with Sean Paul because she didn't want to upset Jay-Z. And keep in mind, Jay-Z was very territorial over Beyonce at the time. If you remember, Bun B did an interview speaking on his collaboration with Beyonce, and he kind of put it out there that Jay-Z was a little overbearing because he didn't like the idea of other men in the industry being around her.
And so we're on the set and we're filming the video. And if you look at the video, there's a lot of kind of skimpy outfits. Right. And Queenie's there also. So it's not like I'm like sitting there salivating over another woman, but we're like, yo, this is crazy. Beyonce's dancing in this short skirt, and then she's dancing in like a bikini.
Right.
So we're on the set of the video, and obviously there's a lot of single men in the room. There's a lot of single men in there, and they're all just staring at Beyonce dancing, like in kind of in awe, you know, because none of us have ever really been this close to her as the full-fledged superstar that she is now.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z calls and talks to one of her assistants. If I had to guess, it would be her cousin Angie that he would have talked to, because Angie has always been the right hand to Beyonce. And he's like, yeah, how's the video going? Oh, it's going good. Are the guys there? Yeah, they're there. You know, it's them and some of their homies. And we're all of the guys that are with us are the only men there. And well, let's say this. There were other men there, but they weren't straight.
Sure.
So he's like, wait a minute, how many dudes are there? And so she's like, oh, it's about 9 or 10 guys, I guess, over there. Where are they now? They're in here. They're in the soundstage. They're kind of watching, watching her film. What is she wearing? They describe the outfit, and he's like, yo, clear the room.
Wow.
So they immediately come over to us, and they kick all of us out, send us up to our dressing rooms.
Wow.
And we're told to stay there.
Wow.
Until we have to shoot.
Okay.
We're not allowed to watch Beyonce dance anymore in the video.
Nobody else is allowed on the set. Okay, they're in the building, that's fine, but there's nobody else allowed in here.
And so I guess Beyonce gets wind of the call. She comes up and she apologizes.
Wow.
To us for having to, I'm so sorry you guys had to leave the room, but Jay's not comfortable, and
You know
we're
how
like,
it
no,
is.
we understand fully, right? we're like, no, it's no problem. We're happy to be here.
Right.
So looking back on all of this now, I do think Jay-Z may have played a role in the awkwardness between Beyonce and Sean Paul. I do. So when Beyonce confronted Sean and told him that the dating rumors were messing with her career, she really meant the dating rumors were messing with her relationship with Jay-Z. That's what she meant. And her relationship with Jay wasn't just a regular relationship for her. Her whole relationship was a part of her marketing plan for her album Dangerously in Love. Everybody knew that her love songs were dedicated to Jay-Z, so how would it look if there were rumors floating around that she was cheating on Jay with Sean Paul? That looks crazy for her, so she didn't like that. This might have been a reason why she cut him from the MTV performance. I do think it's messed up that Sean Paul didn't get a chance to perform at the VMAs with Beyonce, because that would have been good exposure for him and would have helped his career. But at the same time, Beyonce was very protective of her image and very protective of her relationship with Jay-Z. And Jay-Z was also very territorial, which is kind of funny to me because Jay-Z was unfaithful to Beyonce at some point, but the idea of Beyonce being with somebody else bothered him so much that he had to step in. So it kind of just shows some of his insecurity and his audacity. But anyway, the whole story in itself is a mess. Tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.